Your story is so inspiring.
Thank you.
So tell us about like your rotation at Yale that you're doing.
Yeah, so I'm doing a rotation soon, and it feels so surreal. Like I said, I started as a janitor, so to walk those same halls
Yes.
that I walked as a janitor, I was pushing a cart, cleaning patients' room, to walk those halls as a future doctor, it's just, it's amazing. So I'm extremely excited to start this rotation.
And when did you decide that you wanted to become a doctor?
So the story is a lot. Actually, my mom got sick during the time that I was in college. We had a fire when I was in high school, and she had third-degree burns in her lungs. And the doctors couldn't figure out what was going on with her. We was in and out of the hospital for a few years, and they just could not figure it out. The first time I brought her to the ER, the doctor pulled me aside and was like, "Do your mother have a history of mental illness?" Yeah, that was the first thing that he asked me, and I couldn't understand at the time why he was asking me that question.
Yes.
But I knew at that time it didn't feel right. And come to find out, a lot of Black women deal with doctors asking if they have a mental illness or not.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't find that out until I Googled why are they asking this? And I was a janitor at the time, and I had this bright idea of, let me email the CEO, because I used to clean her office, actually, the CEO of the hospital. So I was like, let me email her and let her know what's going on with my mom. She ended up emailing me within that day, actually, and was like, we're gonna figure out what's going on with your mother. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with this, and we're gonna try to figure this out. And within a week, they ended up figuring out that she had a vocal cord dysfunction, and things made a change. And I knew that I wanted to become the doctor that didn't help my mom. So that's what caused me to want to be here today.
Just hear that, I have chills. Hear you say that.
Yes.
Tell us why advocacy is so important.
It's important because I feel like a lot of patients, especially people of color, don't have somebody that's rooting for them or sounding the alarm when something may go wrong in a hospital setting. And we hear all the time when it comes to like maternal health, and a lot of Black women die when giving birth. And I feel like if we had advocacy more, or doctors that look like us, that wouldn't happen as often.
Right.
And I speak to a lot of patients, and I had a patient before who said to me, you know, my Aunt Betty, she never made it home from the hospital. That's why I'm scared to go to hospitals. And I'm thinking if Aunt Betty had an advocate, Aunt Betty would have made it out the hospital. So I want to be that doctor for all the Aunt Bettys, for my mom, and just everybody out there.
It's so necessary, as we know. And then, so growing up, you never really saw any Black doctors, right?
No, not one Black doctor. I didn't have a Black doctor. Connecticut, that's not something that you see often, are Black doctors. I used to watch shows with Black doctors on it at the time, and I was like, oh, I can do this. I can be a Black woman doctor. It's possible, but I never got to see it firsthand.
You're gonna show so many that it is possible?
Yes.
Have you thought about that?
Yes, I do think about it.
Look at that. Tell us, why did you want to share your story?
I wanted to share it because I wanted to be motivation. I hope that I can motivate at least one person with my story. Maybe somebody sitting on a couch who thought, hey, I want to be a doctor one day. I want to be a nurse or a lawyer. People of color need somebody to look up to, and I'm hoping that one person can see this, become motivated, and know that they can do it. As cliche as it sounds, if I could do it, anyone can do it. Literally.
Who was your mentor when you was applying for med school?
Yeah, so when I first applied, unfortunately, I didn't get in the first cycle. But the second cycle, I ended up filling out this application for mentors. And my mentor, Dr. Gina, reached out to me. She said, I read your story. I love it. She always said, you need to write a book about your story, like seriously. She reached out to me and was like, I want to do everything I can to help you get into medical school. And that's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she mentored me.
Well, when was the last time you saw her?
When I first applied to medical school, so it's been about 4 years, over 4 years, yeah.
Oh my God, you think we should bring her out right now? Dr. Gina, come on out! Where's she at? Is that Dr. Gina?
Every single time I talk about her, I always say, my greatest life accomplishment, Shay.
She does. She does. She does. Like I said, she builds me up so much. She always tells me, you know, you are meant to be here, because there's times that I always question if I was meant to be here, and she reminds me every time. I'm telling you, she puts the battery in my back a lot. She told me that I can do this. It's definitely a shock going from, like I said, cleaning rooms to thinking that you could even be in those rooms saying, hey, I am your doctor today, not your janitor. But she told me, like, this is destined for me, and what's for me will be for me. And it's been like that ever since.
It is.
Yeah.
What would you ladies say to those who may want to follow in your footsteps?
Please do it.
Yes. I think the biggest thing for me is don't be scared of a no. I got a lot of no's.
Yep.
I had advisors that told me I couldn't do it. I had people who said that it's not possible. Do not be scared. Do not be scared of a door shutting in your face. You know what you're here for. You start it and you finish it, and just keep going. We need you, for sure.
You're inspiring us all.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies. Dr. Gina and Dr. Shay. Your happy place is here. What was your favorite part? Drop it in the comments and subscribe to help keep the joy coming.